I was saying I have my partner here,
Okay.
and I told him about this. Maybe he can be grasping some ideas about the business. We're in the same office, but doing the same business. You see how sweet is it? Is it? Yeah, hakuna chuki.
Hi guys, hi Nyawira and the rest of the viewers.
We are well. What's your name?
My name is Francis Kimani. I'm here with Dominic, my friend who runs Charming Movers. Myself, I run Double K Movers and Logistics, and also run Frank Movers. So I have two different moving company. So moving industry is a very interesting industry, and it's a live industry because people will keep on moving every other single day. It needs resources and a bit of capital in terms to make sure that the business runs smoothly and people are able to meet the client's demand, because the current trends in the moving, they are quite like they keep on like every other single day things are changing. There's use of reusable packaging materials, which are a bit expensive, and people need to import them either from China or from other countries where they're doing mass production. That is relatively cheaper. So when he shared about what he shared yesterday, I really bought the idea, because we have the idea of us doing this business, but in one or the other, we don't have enough capital. We have partial capital, but there are those people who have excess cash. They don't know what to do with it, and once they're able to buy the idea, they can be able to invest on it with an agreement on how the returns will be. For instance, we use trucks. Probably if somebody who is viewing us here has a number of fleets of trucks and they're not working, or maybe they don't have enough jobs, we can tag them along, give them some work. Like when you have clients that we want to move, we tell them, how much, if you were to join us, how much will you be charging us for the truck? You get. So in that way, it can be one way of partnership. Another way can be people who are supplying. Probably somebody is here and supplying packaging materials. Maybe they run businesses where they're selling boxes. We use boxes wrappers. Somebody maybe is in plastic industries and they're doing that, or someone is employed or have a plastic production industry where they can actually do customized crates for us, then we can give them business. You get. So there's a broad way of how we can get involved to all this. So it's something that for sure we can see how we can do it. So that's my thought.
Okay. All right. So what are you looking for today?
So
okay, today let me take it from there. Today I had some few questions, Nyawira, before we proceed with the issue of shares. And I myself, I never shared shares with anybody. Although now it's like 3 years to 4 years doing this one as our own companies. But with experience, we are from the same company that employed us. Now 8 years.
Yes.
Now is 8 years experience before we started our own companies.
Wow.
Yeah, so had some few questions. I don't know if you can help or we can discuss that one.
Okay.
The first question is, how does shares work? Because I don't know that one. Then between experience and capital, what comes first, or what is considered as a very expensive thing or valuable?
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, just to interrupt, there's someone who's saying they don't understand. Huda Monroy, what do you mean by you don't understand? Is it like how we explaining it, or what?
I think
that's what we do. I think.
Yeah, you can start again and explain. You're looking for partners in this case, right? You're looking for partners?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Take it up.
yeah. So as you said, is looking for partners to help in terms of probably maybe people have resources, because why we bring in partners is to mobilize resources to help run company. For instance, we need maybe to buy a truck. We don't have enough capital. Someone has maybe has excess cash that can maybe give us, but with the condition that maybe he's buying part of the shares of the company. You
Yes.
get. So
Yes.
can be that way, can be business partnership. So one is where you buy shares, you become part of the company. Two can be business partnership, where you have a truck, but I don't have
Yeah.
a truck and I want
Yes.
to do business with you. So you
Yes.
can also be part of the company, but through like an agreement on us leasing your truck.
Yes. Okay. So if I may explain, the team here is Charming Movers. We have Dominic and the other name is?
Francis. Dominic and Francis.
Dominic and Francis,
Yes.
right? Yeah. Dominic and
Yeah.
they have a running business that's doing very well by the name Charming Movers. If you all understand movers, these are the companies that will help you move from one house to another, just not only domestic but also corporate. So now they have a running business. They have a running business and they are looking for partnership. Partnership in the sense that there is a lot of funds involvement in the kind of business they are in. Okay. So you could either become a member of their team through shares, or you could become a partner, or rather a business partner. If you have capital that you don't know how to use it, that will be under shares. But if you have maybe a truck, if you have a truck, I think trucks is what they're looking for mostly. Any other way you could partner with somebody other than trucks?
Materials?
Could be material, but material is not quite like it's material unless we buy. So especially the non-reusable, the ones that people are currently buying them from China, the crates. They are quite good. The plastic crates, they are mostly used by most of the movers. And I mean, like 100 crates are going for almost like 200,000 Kenya shillings. So that's just an example. So if someone is willing to invest, and these crates can actually be used for quite a long time, like 2 to 3 years, depending on how well they are maintained and handled, they can actually be used for a long time. So that's a part of the capital that we are trying to mobilize and see if we can get from people who are willing to invest with us.
All right. And I can see from the comments section, people get what you have here. So they're saying, have you tried other credit partners like Ngao Credit? I've seen Ngao Credit. Seen someone else saying bank. Have you tried that from your end, microfinances?
We haven't tried that yet. Because what we are trying to do is, in business currently, and as we all know, there was the pandemic, then there's after election, things went really down. People who had loans and stuff, most of their possession were repossessed by banks and all that. So we were opting not to have the loan credit way because of also the high risk in terms of the global economic crisis. And it's much better when you have partners who understand, even when the business goes down, because everything is tracked, recorded, and all that, it's easier way of trying to manage things. Than when you take credit and then you have maybe a fleet of vehicle, maybe the business is slightly down for like 2 months, and when you have loans for like 2 months can cost you like a lot in business. So if you try to default kind of a thing, but I mean that's just trying to look at ways that people can actually invest without having to worry so much about the economic crisis trend currently.
Okay. All right. So I think the best way to go about this is that so the team here needs a partner. So if you'd like to invest in their business, That could be you becoming a partner. All right, they're asking, are you looking for someone who's in the country, or can you work with someone out of the country? That's somebody. That's a lady by the name Sally.
Yes, we are open to anyone who is in the country and who is also outside the country. So it depends with the grounds on which we'll have an agreement with. So we don't have any limitation. Probably someone working outside the country and wants to invest their money. It's not necessarily they be here. So
Yeah.
we can sit down, see how best we can work, have a kind of an agreement that is
Yeah.
suitable for both parties.
All right. Perfectly. Okay. So how can we reach you out? How can we reach out to you?
We can drop our email address.
Okay.
Or
Please.
give them your number. CK Movers, hi, how are you? CK Movers, I thought
That's
of the
our
same
friend.
kitambo kiasi lakini
CK, today is your birthday, CK Movers. Happy
birthday CK Movers. Tunakuashia ukiwa wapi?
Okay.
Yeah, that's our partner. Yeah.
He's our business competitor as well, eh?
Yes.
Yes.
And
You see
partner.
here, yeah, so here we are actually competitors, but I mean, I ran my own, he ran his own. And what we've done and we've realized is that the youth needs to come together to help each other. And we stop the African mentality where we are doing the same business, we can't share ideas, we can't help each other grow, because that's the biggest challenge we are currently having. You find someone he is in Charming Movers, I mean Double K Movers, but I want to not share ideas with him. And when you look at the Asian countries, the US and stuff, most business grow because competitors come together to see how they can take advantage of the market by either improving their service, networking to help each other improve. And you find they're like a group of movers that are able to actually meet the standard, and they have maintained a certain status, and they get a certain market share within that particular market. So I think that's what we lack in Africa. We need to bring in people who are our competitors on board to help us improve our services. And for instance, like if we want to buy packaging materials, and I'm saying this to help anyone who could be in business. For me to import 100 crates from China would be very expensive.
Yes.
But if I have my 100,000, he has his 100,000, we bring them together to 200,000, we are able to easily import those crates, and we share as per maybe what we've contributed, and it becomes cheap in terms of sourcing the packaging materials. So that's one way. We need to also change the mentality of it's my competitor. We don't want to sit down on the same table and share their ideas. So honestly, people need to change that, and we help each other grow.
Agreed. Wow, that was moving. That doesn't happen in this country. A competitor is an enemy. A competitor has always been an enemy in Kenya.
Not in Africa.
That's the worst thing. That's the worst thing, because every successful business, for every successful business, like I happen to work in one of the biggest consultancy firm in Kenya. It's called Dalberg. They're the ones who design Wings to Fly for Equity. They're the ones who came. I was then working for them there as a finance assistant, and we could have networking dinners, networking programs, even happy hours with other people from KPMG, Deloitte. They come to our office. We have some discussion in terms of what is currently trending in business. What do we need to do? Where do we need to up the games? Because this market is one, and it's for us all. But how do we help each other to grow? And the company is really growing. So I left there because I really wanted to come and do something of my own. So I resigned and decided to come and do the moving business since 2020. But before that, I had interest, and I was indirectly working for other movers.
Okay, CK Movers is here.
Yes.
He's saying, I like the part the moving companies are taking. Tunasaidiana sana. Tukijua, we have enough green. Yeah, that's enough, CK. Yeah, so Nyawira moving company, when we are looking for a partnership business, we mean moving company pays when you have enough material and enough capital. And then we don't get we don't get more risk in moving company because the way we wrap things is a clear indication that the damages will be very few or there will be no damages. You get it? Yeah. So you can work for months and months before you experience any damage or any loss because the way you handle these things is very professional. So there's no any fear of what if something get broken or what if something get lost. You see?
Yes.
There's a comment over here, the user 1530 said, though kinadom nimeona mnaogopa loan, which is not a good thing. Take the risk. We don't fear taking loan, but as a finance person coming from a finance background, you have to seek alternative of how you can actually fund your business. Loan can be one way. The other way can be like you bring in partners and stuff. But from the current, and sorry to be mentioning the current trends, because I mean, that's what is really affecting us. Since 2020, things have been completely different. COVID came and so many business went down. People were retrenched. You saw people selling items from their car because they need to feed themselves and stuff. So people who had loans, most of their cars were repossessed because credit facilities, they would not be lenient to you. In most cases. But when you have partners, you are easy to help each other to see what other alternative you can actually be able to maybe meet that target within a specified period.
Yes. And I like what you just said, because I can tell you for a fact, if you want to be under risk, if you want to have sleepless nights, engage loan facilities, and especially these microcredit. They will milk you dry. They will milk you dry. Yes.
Like I was trying to see.
Yes.
I was trying to see. So, for instance, my revenue, if I look at my revenue 2020 for moving, 2020 and 2021 was very, very good and very high. But 2022, the graph started going down. Especially after the election, things went like the business zikaanza kuwa chini kabisa kabisa. So when you look at that, if I had a loan facility, probably by now I'll have maybe opted to have the items repossessed and stuff because it's really tough. But when you have partnership, it's became the burden is easy. You get the burden is easy. And in this case, it's not that you're losing whatever you've invested, but we're trying to see how we can manage and be able to meet a certain target that we've set without so much of a struggle. Like you have to, it's like a demand. You have to make sure that you have this and this. Yeah. So that's it on my end.
Okay.
And to anyone who is feeling and willing to start any business, I mean, currently it's a bit tough, but don't let that the current situation maybe deter you from achieving what you want. Just try to seek the right information first. Information is very important. Most of us, we start business without even doing research and stuff. You need to invest time on doing research on what you're actually about to do. And I mean, what are the pros and cons? So that one would help each and every one of us. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Sorry, I love that. I think the right way. I've seen Sally. There's a lady here. Sally, I know you'd be interested to join arms with Charming Movers, and Francis over here. So feel free to connect. You have the number. They've shared their number right here, and I'm very sure, in case of breaching that. A question, Dom. That partnership will require an agreement. So in case of breaching that, I think talking about a contract, an agreement?
Yeah, so definitely any partnership or any agreement, we have to involve an advocate.
Yeah.
Because I mean, we'll also not want to get to a place where we are setting either unrealistic goals and stuff or unrealistic terms. So
Yeah.
we will need to involve an advocate to help us draft one and also come to a consensus, and where both parties sign against it.
Yes. And also get to determine the value of your shares. That if they're buying
Yes.
shares, you know how much shares you're selling to them for, so that at least if someone is coming with around 100,000, then you know how much exactly, how many shares they get to buy from your firm. Yeah, so I think you need a lawyer, definitely. Have you tried Mwalimu? I know Chaming Movers goes to that class. I've seen you sometimes.
Yeah. I've been there.
Have you tried
That's my
Mwalimu on
good
this?
friend.
Yes. Have you tried Mwalimu on this? Or what do you think?
I haven't because nimekuzoea sana kuliko mwalimu. So
Yeah.
you only talk to someone whom you feel can help. You see?
Yeah.
But I haven't tried. Maybe one day when you'll be there, we might chip in.
All right. Let's meet in the evening and ask these questions and push him.
Okay.
Frank, will you be available? That's Francis.
Yes, I'll be available. Yes, I'll be available, and I'll be joining with my page, WK Movers.
Okay.
Yes.
So perfect. Let's meet also in the other class with Mwalimu, and I'm very sure he's also going to help, and he can easily help you out with the shares and all the other specification in terms of contract agreement. Mwalimu will do this for us. So let's take it to him as a challenge that he has to solve, and I'm very sure we'll come up. It's going to be at 4 p.m. today.
Okay.
All right. That's fine.
Yes, 4 p.m. But I know now from here, if you'd be interested to partner with this team, please inbox them on the number. So we'll discuss with both Francis and Dominic on this in the evening, see how many people would be willing to join. Then we'll give you the right information, probably tomorrow. How is tomorrow?
Tomorrow we are working.
Tomorrow we are working. We are moving people tomorrow. Like Francis has got some moves, and also I've got some moves. So it will be somehow difficult, but maybe in the evening.
Yes, today in the evening.
No, tomorrow in the evening.
Tomorrow, I'm not quite sure.
The day after?
I have
the day after?
Still busy.
Now, from tomorrow,
Yes.
So currently, like today, we had decided to take an off because we've been working the past few days. So, but today's a part of our team is already on the field. But now from tomorrow, because of the number of jobs that we have per day, we will have to be on the ground as well to help our team. So it might be a bit tricky to say between now and up to date 5th.
All right, that's okay. All right then, so we can do it in the evening.
Yes.
Let's have a conversation after Mwalimu's class, and then we'll decide after what to do, how to go forward. But before you leave, I can see questions here. Someone is asking, the partnership will require an agreement. Yeah, that we responded. I get that that Dominic Nikua prepared for the questions. The partner will. Okay. Someone read that.
Yeah, so he was asking questions so that we can also get the kind of insight on what partners are likely to ask. But we are ready for that. We are good and ready for that because we understand what we do. Yes.
Yes. How much for partnering you cannot answer, but you be assured that we'll give you that information in the course of the week. All right, and I have Dr. Hubert, and I'm going to add him to this conversation. And I know he was not ready, but I'm inviting him. Dr. Hubert is a good friend. Daktari, you can join this conversation. He already had a question, which was the total investment being looked at. I don't know if Daktari is available, but I hope he is. So we can meet at the other class, but let's see if Daktari is able to join us. If he's not, well and good. But it seems it's a good business. You people have lots of biashara. You're saying tomorrow you're moving the day after. It's good business.
Yeah, currently it's a peak season. It's this season, end month and the beginning of the week. That's when most people are moving. But we also get some job throughout the month, especially mid-month. And
Yeah.
mid-month inakwanga wengi wanaenda kwa nyumba zao. People who have amokat wamejenga, so they're the ones who move at the middle of the month because they're not losing whether they leave the house or not. Yeah, so yeah, that's the
Nice.
trend in terms of how our clients are usually are.
Okay. How can someone reach out to you? That's the question to you.
We've shared the number 0798 099 798. You can text us on WhatsApp or give us a call. Then from there we can pick it up there.
Okay.
I think WhatsApp is much easier, or even a call, it's much easier.
I think so too. Dr.
Did you
Hubert
get
has
Daktari?
So, Daktari is here. Hello, Daktari. How are you?
I'm okay. What's up?
You're well.
I just
You're
wanted
well.
to know what is this investment like? What is the total and what do you want to use the investment for?
That's a question to Dom and Francis. Did you get Daktari?
Sorry, I didn't get the question. And can you be a bit audible? Daktari, come again, please.
I lost him.
Someone is asking.
Let me try find him. He'll be back. I think he's changing location or something. Someone is asking, Stephen, what are the requirements if I want to start one? Competitor right here.
Yeah, so one of the things that you need to first is understand the market. Yeah. And it's very, very important that I'm telling people, do research before you venture into any business. It's very important. Understand the market, mobilize resources. You need to have your team trained. So identify people who can actually train your movers, have yourself train management and also moving. And the most important thing in moving business is customer care service. It is critical. That's where you can get a business, you can even lose a business. So that's it. Then mobilize the resources, human resource, packaging materials, and also the trucks and stuff. So that's what you need to kickstart.
Okay. Daktari is back. Daktari, come again. What was the question?
Oh, my question was very simple. Why do you need the investment and what is the total investment that you need?
So where we need the investment is because we want to expand and grow our business. We have other competitors. We don't want to mention them. They have been dominating the market. And we want to see how we young people can actually come and get a share of the market in a bigger way. But it requires capital. We wouldn't define the capital as of now like an X amount of money, no, because we are looking at some aspect in terms of we want to get some trucks. There's some reusable packaging materials that we need. These are boxes, plastic boxes. They can be locally made or imported from China. From China, they are a bit cheaper. There's some blankets that are usually used by movers. They're a bit expensive. So it requires a bit of capital in terms of what we need to first also get to the international standard, because that's the goal. But how do we get there and we don't have capital? So that's why we are inviting people who are willing to invest to us, and then we can share more details in terms of the amount what we actually need, because it's around between 5 million to around 15 million. That's the target, but you can't get all this from one person. You get, unless maybe the person is willing to do that. Then we share what we currently have and what the person is willing to invest and how much they can. Have you approached any financial institution? If not, why? Yes.
Have you tried looking at in terms of instead of financial investment, because there's so many people with trucks. I
Yes.
know quite a number of people with trucks, so you need to look at them and do a business partnership with those people, individuals, so that you use those trucks for your business in terms of moving the movers from point A to point B, maybe from Nairobi to Eldoret, Nairobi to Kisii, or within Nairobi, depends wherever.
We
explored that.
actually. Sorry, just finish. Sorry.
And I'm asking if you have explored the route.
Yes, we have. However, most of the truck drivers that we are currently using, most of them, they are in contract with other companies like DHL and stuff. So they're already like engaged in other companies' contracts. So it's very hard to for them to end the contract prematurely, the ones that we've been like using, but we normally use them when they don't have work on the other end. There are also other people who have trucks, and because of, sorry to use this word, but some people have very fixed mindset. So when you tell them like, can we partner and maybe we use your truck with this time and stuff, they're like, no, let's when you have a job, just tell me. Then we do business and we close that. But we want a more reliable way of doing this business. So like someone who can avail their truck on terms that we will agree on, and see how much do you need per month, and are you willing to be part of a partner, or are you willing to maybe lease a truck to us?
Okay. What I'll do is I'll share with the Nyawirasa a number of someone, then she'll be able to have then you guys can pick up from that point and have discussion on the same.
All right. Thank you so much, Daktari.
Thank you, Daktari, for that. I'll be waiting. I'll get in touch with you after this. Thank you for your time. Always a pleasure to have you here.
Oh, okay. Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye, Daktari. Asante sana.
All right. You can see some comments that people still need to know how much the shares are going to be. So that means you may need to have another session with you when you have everything done. Let's see what
Yes.
Daktari has to come up with. Let's see what we can come up with on the side. Then come back.
Yeah.
I don't know when you're going to be free. Come back here and share the shares here. And I'm very sure part of the people here, part of the team here would love to join you and be your partners. And that's
All
what we're
right.
looking for. Yeah. The number 76 to 50. Those are people that are always here. These are business people. And I'm very sure you're going to get partners from here. And maybe also me. So watch out for one.
Sure.
Wow. So
Asante sana,
you want to
Nyawira.
be a mover?
Why not? It's biashara. It's money. We're looking for money.
Yeah. I tell you, sweet.
Wera ni
And
wera.
It's sweet.
Wera ni nyawera, yes, serving a purpose, you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
So thank you so much for being here. Thank you for considering this team. I was so moved when Domi said that he's comfortable with me. Oh, that's sweet. Yeah, so I'm glad that he chose to come here. Let's give an opportunity to people here, and I'm very sure we're gonna get partners. Hapa too. So we link up on the other end. 4 p.m.
Yeah.
4
Yes.
p.m.
Yeah. That would be
Now after the
fine.
live, I'll get in touch with you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Any
Nyawira.
last
We are
words,
very
Mama
happy.
Hassan?
Yes.
Any last words?
I want to thank everyone who's listened to us, who have asked questions as well, participated in this, and we are looking forward to having a much deeper conversation, and we're looking forward to have partners from here. And to those people who are looking for a job, I'm not discouraging you, but let's be open-minded also in business. We can try it. You need to just have an idea and see how you can mobilize resources, because nowadays a job imekuwa a bit tricky, but don't lose hope. Well, if you don't get a job, try to do something. Hata kama ni kuuza hiyo mboga ama matunda, just start something small, but have a big dream and vision, and things will work out with time. Thank you, everyone.
Can I
And
some
thank you,
questions?
Nyawira, for hosting us here.
There's some questions here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where we are located, we are at Ojija, 36 Ojija Road, opposite
Mm.
Museum Hill, here in Parklands.
Mm.
If you want to visit our offices, it's 36. Just Google on pin location is 36 Ojija Road, 36 Ojija Road. If you come to the Black Gate, tell them you want to go to the movers office. They will direct you. We are in first floor, door number 5.
Okay.
Any job vacancies? Yeah, we currently don't have vacancies, but we usually have casual openings. But we have to go through for a training for you to be a mover. We can't just randomly pick you and take you to a client place and you don't know what to do. So you need to be trained first for you to join the movers. And you're inviting anyone who is young and willing to work with us.
Mm.
We can start from
That's good.
casual. As we see in the near future, we'll have them permanent because we already have some more permanent movers, and but majority of them, they are casual.
Okay. Okay. There was something else that Dominic mentioned about an office. Are you still up for that? The office partner?
Yeah, about the office, we'll communicate that. I think in the next live.
Okay. That's
That's
perfectly
fine.
okay. That's
Yeah.
perfectly okay. Perfectly okay. So enjoy the rest of your day. Let's see what you come up with. Thank you for being here.
Asante
Thank you,
sana.
Nyawira.
Anytime.
Okay, we appreciate. Goodbye.
Asante. Bye-bye. Right. Tumebaki sisi sasa. So see what young people are doing, Bana. People are moving, Bana. People are moving. What businesses are you doing on the side? Can I ask this, please? What businesses are you